To build the God Squad that you've always wanted, or to get some startup coins for sniping, use code FRIENDLY at discountmutcoins.com for 10% off your order. What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about my favorite sniping filter. This isn't anything new. It's just, I know a lot of you don't really like sniping, but this is probably the best filter that you'll ever find. You're going to have to change stuff during the year, but believe me, most of the people that snipe a lot will tell you this is one of the best filters every year, all year. If you didn't already know what it is, if you haven't been sniping already, it's elite team by team. I've talked about it before, but I've never really made a video on it completely. But elite team by team, it's just so great because throughout the year, you know, more cards come out. Some of the teams work, some of the teams don't really work, and you could just keep on changing what you do in it. So sometimes you might have to put in like all offense and then go through certain teams. Sometimes that doesn't work, so you're gonna have to switch to all defense and then go through certain teams. And sometimes you're just gonna be able to do this and just go on it. And I missed that. I thought I would be able to get that, but that was up for 4 seconds, so I probably was gonna end up missing it. But it's a really easy filter, but there's a lot of things you have to do before you even start using the filter. So you saw me, I just started using it because I already know the prices. But if you really want to succeed with this filter, you're gonna need to know a lot of prices. Of course, you don't have to memorize it. I usually just memorize it because it's kind of easy to me, and I look at the market every day anyway, so it's kind of easy for me to grasp the prices. But what you're gonna do before you even get into the filter is you're gonna go through the overalls and either write them down or just memorize them. I know a lot of people have like other spreadsheets where you could just get these prices and they update it regularly. Like Chewbacca, I know he does it if you're subscribed to him on his Twitch, so you could do that if you subscribe to him on his Twitch. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he updates it at night, I think. I'm pretty sure, but I don't really go on Twitch that much anyway, but I know he does it. So if you really need a thing where if you don't want to research it, you could just subscribe to him, get the spreadsheet, open it on a laptop while you're sniping, and you don't have to do this first part. But if you don't want to do that, it's pretty easy to do, and you could just write it on your own piece of paper. Just do it every time. Maybe try doing it like every hour, 2 hours, especially on promo days, which I'll get more into why this filter is just so great every day. But what you're gonna do, start off at 80 to 81. Look at what 80s are going for. About 14,500 right now. That's what I've been selling them for. If you scroll a little bit, you'll see 81s for not much more. They're pretty much sell for the same price. Like these, sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you're just gonna have to put it up for the same price as an 80, but you might get away with putting it up for like 500, 600 more than an 80 overall. Once you're done with that, go up to 82 to 83. You could look about 22,500. All of this, you're doing it on buy now and nothing else filtered out, so that you could, these are overpriced prices, and you can see these actually sell. But Demarius Randall, you saw it sold right there for 22,450. In reality, there's one up for 20,000, there's one up for 22,250. Those aren't the cheapest prices, but people still buy them because some people just don't have patience or just don't know how to work the auction house. So you got to take advantage of that. You got to take advantage of getting free coins from people who aren't too smart about it. And once you get 82, go down to 83s, and you can see, looks like right now it's around 29, 600, 500, maybe even 30,000. And then just go up to 84 to 85. Right now, somewhere in this range. And like I said, these prices are going to be changing every day, so that's why I tell you guys check it every day or get one of those spreadsheets from some other people. I don't know who else does it. I just know Chewbacca does it for sure. So yeah, then you get 85s. The 85s are actually selling for a lot. Where are they? Where's the cheapest one? You can see 50 or almost 60,000 today. That's absolutely crazy. But 86s, this is where you get into the price ranges of, you can overprice them, but more than likely it's going to be the cheapest card anyway. And most of the time, overpricing is going to kind of stop right here. Throughout the year, it's going to shift even more. Like by like February, March, it's gonna get to the point where you could overprice all the way up to like 88, 90 overalls. But right now, you could pretty much only overprice up to 86s. Sometimes some 87s, but most of the time whenever you're posting up an 87, it's gonna be for their cheapest price anyway. And yeah, so you can look at these prices. They do help you get kind of an overall picture of what the auction house or market that day is looking like, and it always helps. I always go through all the overalls. You can see 88s right now almost selling for 150,000, so you know if you see one for like 120,000, it's definitely a buy. 89s for about 200,000. Maybe you see one for like 170, you know you could sell it for a lot more, make at least 10,000. And then 90s, there's not that many, so you don't really have to go on it, but it helps. So yeah, once you're done with that, you're ready to go. There's some other prices you can check, like you could check what Legends 81s are selling for, because those usually sell for a lot more. Those sell for like 17, 18,000, but you don't really have to. They don't help you as much, but like I said, if you want to know everything about the filter, it just helps getting a full picture of what the market is looking like. After that, you're just going team by team and finding some teams that you're seeing 59 minutes on. You don't want to go on teams that you're not seeing 59 minutes on. So, you know, sometimes when you think you're getting close, like say, let's go on Chargers real quick. So let's say you see this right here, maybe you're not too sure. You could always check if it is a good team by going on team remaining, or time remaining, not team remaining, and then just hit the X or square button. If you're seeing 58, 59 minutes here, it's not really gonna work. So you probably just want to skip that team. But if you're seeing this, then it's a good filter. You're gonna be seeing the newest cards up, so you're pretty much good right there. So yeah, you're just gonna be going through teams. Like I said, there might be a point whenever, that's usually whenever a new promo comes out and the market is getting flooded with cards. You're gonna have to go on like all offense, and then you're gonna have to filter out more teams. So maybe when you go on all offense, you end up only going on like 10 teams, 12 teams. You like right now, if you just go on without all offense or all defense, you can pretty much go on a lot of teams. And with all offense though, there's only some teams that you could really go on. And the scroll wheel or the thing on the side, if it's very small, that means there's a lot of quantity. If it's bigger, there's less quantity. So that also helps if you can't really tell. So like you can see Cowboys is a pretty good one, mostly because they have a legend player in it, and they have a bunch of elites too. But Falcons, you can see, and they're decent. They're not very good. Colts, you can see Colts pretty good. Colts is honestly not that bad. But today, it's not really a day where you're gonna really have to go on all offense, all defense. Tomorrow with weekend league rewards though, you might have to go on all offense, all defense, especially when it drops. But with weekend league rewards, maybe you just want to snipe like the higher overalls, because you might see a couple of snipes there. And this is an 80 overall, so we'll just put it up 14,450. So we're gonna make like 1,500 off that card. I usually try picking up cards that I can make like 1,500, 2,000 on. The higher you go, the more profit you want, because the higher you go, there's also more risk of it selling or not. So most of the lower overalls, they're gonna sell easily. Sometimes when you get higher, they might not. And yeah, I definitely love this filter. Most of the snipers always love this filter. I get why some of you might not, because it does take a little bit of effort and some brain power. And sometimes you might get confused, like this might be an 83 overall player that is going for 22,000 that is a buy, but you actually think it's an 82 overall and you miss that snipe. That happens sometimes. It happens to me. The good thing about this filter is you get small snipes, but you also get big snipes, which is why this filter is so good. There's not many filters in the game where you're getting smaller snipes and you're also getting bigger snipes. And this filter is so consistent because you get all those small snipes, but whenever you get that big snipe, you could get a pretty big snipe. So I haven't really hit anything big this year, but I have made tons of coins off this filter though. You don't really have to hit anything big. You keep picking up cards that you can make like 5,000, 6,000 on. We'll actually pick this up. Okay, we did get that. We're gonna end up making like 4,000 or 5,000. If you keep picking up cards that you make like 2,000, 3,000 on, you pick up 20, they're gonna sell in like 40, 45 minutes. You just made a free 50, 60,000. It's pretty simple. Just maybe one of those snipes is like a 10, 12k snipe. There goes your extra 10, 12k, so you're up to like 60, 70k. You're gonna end up getting snipes like that Michael Bennett that I just got. That's like a 3, 4k snipe right there. So, you know, that adds up. But most of the time, you're gonna be seeing those lower overall snipes, and don't hesitate in picking it up. Of course, you don't want to pick up those that you're barely making any profit on. That's gonna take up a spot that you don't really want to. But I definitely recommend you guys checking this filter out if you haven't already done it, because like I said, I've talked about it before, but I haven't really made a full video on it. That is basically gonna be it. I did snipe a little bit this morning. Some of the cards you saw sold real quick, but some of them are still selling. But you can see these are pretty much the snipe. Like I said, most of them are all lower overalls, and I'm completely fine with it. One time you will hit something big. Right now, since it's the start of the year, there's not much going on. Honestly, it's starting to get a little bit boring sniping, but they also disabled solo battles in Weekend League too, so it's going to get even boring this week. But hopefully, we start getting some fun promos, because the veteran promo definitely wasn't fun today. And yeah, whenever promos come out, this is definitely a great filter. But also, you could just promo snipe too. That's definitely a good thing also. But definitely recommend this filter any time of the day and any time of the year. It's going to be working. You might have to shift a few teams, all offense, all defense. There's a lot of things you could do with it, but yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that button, check out the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.